back to Sports Now. Kevin Lynch, kind enough to stay with us. And you said something in the first break I've not heard you say in 20 years. The Wolves have a chance to win it all this year. It's been quite a crevice there.
Well, look what they did to Phoenix in the first round. Look what they did to Denver, the defending champs. You know, a team that most probably thought that they're going to, come out of the West and play the Celtics and maybe win another championship, and the Wolves kind of handled them in some ways. So they're going to be right. They're going to be right there. I'm telling you that.
I like hearing it. Now, Wolves, as you said, up 1-1, and this team wouldn't be where they are without Naz Reid. I think you'll agree with that. Our Pierre Noujaim sat down with the NBA's sixth man this afternoon after practice out in Denver.
Guys, thank you very much. Timberwolves get a big win last night against Denver in Game 1. With me now, Naz Reid. Naz, it was a tremendous win for you guys. You guys have just been absolutely sensational all postseason long. How much confidence is this team playing with right now?
A ton. Obviously we had the series that we had last series, but this is a new series. We want to go out there, kind of carry the same energy, if not more. It's a better team. This is a more solid team, more put together team. So I think, we got to come out there and have the same energy each and every night, not just one night.
3-on-2, Reid in front, and jackhammers it in.
You were instrumental in the win last night, 14 points in the fourth quarter. What was clicking so well for you in the fourth quarter that allowed you to have success the way that you did?
I was just trying to make an impact, put my marks in the game any way, shape, or form. Obviously I didn't have the best first half, so I think I had to come out there and, put my imprints on the game, and that's something that I did, and that's something that I take pride in as well. So just any way, shape, or form, scoring, rebounding, diving on the floor, guarding the best player, whatever the case may be, I'm going to try and put that impact onto the game.
Can you walk me through that one-handed putback slam that you had? It really got the bench going really good in that fourth quarter.
Yeah, man, like I said, I was trying to make a play, and I was able to do that. I went, started transitioning three. I saw that if I crashed, it was even numbers, and especially that it was in transition. So I was able to crash. I was actually intentionally just going to get the ball out the air, and
parachutes, and down it goes.
I was able to turn it over, and I think that was an exciting play for us.
Yeah, no doubt about it. A couple of years ago in the playoff series against Memphis, you guys had a hard time holding on to leads. That hasn't been the case this season in the postseason. Where do you see the biggest area of growth from this team, and not only holding leads, but you guys are expanding leads in the second half?
Yeah. I think that's kind of kudos to our growth, how we handle things in tough situations, fourth quarter situations, and so forth and so on. I think there's kind of moments that you grow from. You kind of have those moments, and then you kind of see what the team can be moving forward. And I think we kind of got a glimpse of that in I think Golden State when we came back, and then we were able to make plays.
How much are you able to kind of stay in the moment? I know you guys have a big prize that you're trying to chase, but how much are you enjoying the moment right now with how well you guys are playing?
Man, we're super excited. We're all enjoying the moment, but, job's not done. We got a lot more to go, 11 more to go. I think everybody's on the same page. Everybody's aboard. Everybody has the same mission. That's one goal, that's to win. I think, like you said, man, everybody's excited, but we still have a lot more to go.
You were guarding Jokic one-on-one a couple of times yesterday. You held your own. What is the key in trying to defend a guy like him?
Just giving him different looks, staying active, not making sure, he gets to play his own game in his own way. So just trying to, get up under him and do, things to get him uncomfortable.
Lastly for you, you were able to match Phoenix's desperation when they really needed to win. Knowing that Denver doesn't want to go back to your guys' place down 0-2, what do you draw from that, if anything at all, knowing that you're able to match desperation and really take a team's best punch?
Oh, man, that we can compete with anybody. I think when we have that mentality to where we know we can win, and I think everybody has that, sky's the limit for us. I think, there's a lot of teams that, who has that, but a lot of teams can't really sustain that momentum or that that ability. So I think the way we can, I think we can keep doing that. I think we can win a championship.
Naz, we appreciate the time. Best of luck in Game 2.
Appreciate it. Thanks.
Guys.
All right, so Naz is a self-made man. He came out of college, went to the G League, bounced around there. Now he's got himself, Sixth Man of the Year award.
How can you not be a fan of this guy? In the NBA, as you know, you got some sizable egos as far as some of these star players, and that's fine. You got to have a healthy ego to be successful at that level. But you got guys that are high maintenance with the big egos. This guy is just so genuine. It's not like he's, trying to act. Like certain players, when they get interviewed, they're acting, they're trying to come off a certain way, whatever. He is just kind of who he is. And, you know, he's got a humility to him, if you ask me. But he's just such a genuine personality. And, you know, he's such a good player, too, works his butt off. He deserves everything he gets, and he's a guy that's easy to cheer for.
Yeah, he's been great. The whole team's been so easy
just
to cheer
one of
for
many great stories on this team, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. Kevin, thank you for the help.
Appreciate it, Jim.
Appreciate it. And
Absolutely.
can we count on you as we keep going on?
Let's keep going.
Let's do it. All right.